So now, finally, number one in the must-haves for beginners in DCL. Rules real quick. Must be easily farmable, meaning consistently in red alerts or has multiple nodes in PvE, not just one node. No money required. And number one, without a doubt, to me, Bane. I love Bane. Bane has bailed me out so many times. He is amazing. So Bane is just incredible. His entire kit, the way it's described, he's a perfectly balanced player or a perfectly balanced character for me, the way that I like to play. Um, just because he gives himself mins, he hits pretty damn hard, he can take a huge amount of punishment, and his legendary abilities are awesome. I'm starting him off with Enchantress because Enchantress starts off the team with Overheal. When Bane is overhealed, he will attack on enemy turns. I'm just going to keep overhealing him just because it's his video. So when Bane is overhealed, there's a 25% chance that he will attack at the end of each character's turn. And you can see there it goes there. Also, when he's overhealed, that basic attack that he does gives 4 strength downs. So, oh, excuse me, 5 strength downs. So that's his venom attack. Now I'm going to go ahead and use his secondary, which I use all the time because, let's see, and give him even more overheal. I'm just going to be ridiculous, but this is not my typical strategy, but I'm being a bit ridiculous because it's him right now for his video. Whenever he gets hit, there is, I have to look at that again, I can't remember, but I think it's a 50% chance, it's probably more, that he will use the venom injection on himself. So that means he gets hit, he gives himself more mins, and then when his turn comes around, he hits even harder. So yeah, so as you can see right now, he's stacked full of mins. He's hitting without it being his turn, and also his third ability here has -1 cooldown because it's legendary, but I'll do it on Soups now so you can see it. When he hits and has mins going, he'll stun the enemy. So it's just overall his, I did that on purpose. I don't think I had a bad strategy. I just want him to have a little bit more shine here. I did a video featuring the Flash actually, and in like the second match, Bane just took over, and it was all over. Flash went down, and I kept it going because Bane was just going nuts. So as you can see, he's just stacking strength downs over and over and over again on Soups, and eventually he just keeps going until the guy dies. Absolutely awesome character. I actually started this entire list because I wanted to find an excuse to make a video about Bane. I've been making videos about all the newer characters when I get them to 70-11, etc., and Bane was already at 70-11 before I started making these videos, and so I wanted just to find a reason to make a video about him, and this is the reason. For any new character, for any new player, I mean, you may not think Bane is in your top, is your number one. All right, fine. I think you're wrong. See, he's hitting without even. Anyway, I think you're wrong, but you can't deny that he is a character that you should have on your roster. Someone that's definitely useful in every situation. Every time he gets hit. Well, not every time, but he gets hit, he does a venom injection to himself. Oh yeah, he's on the other side too, so maybe I'll have a nice little standoff. Anyway, he does, he gets hit, he gives himself mins. And if he's overhealed, he just keeps attacking and attacking and attacking. So it's just really hard to deny how, and those attacks that he does, they're not soft hits. They're hard hits, and they apply 5 strength down. So over and over and over again, it's just amazing. And I've actually, maybe I'll find one here, but there have actually been fights where he just stands up against greens. I've been in a couple of times, this has happened to me recently, and maybe it's just coincidence, where it's just him against Power Girl And Power Girl will have her strength stacks, he'll have his min stacks, and he'll take her down. So, like, once he's overhealed, it's hard to get him down with one shot, which Power Girl is really good at doing. And if he keeps healing himself and keeps getting more mins, then he'll stand up to anybody. Alright, so last fight with him. Let's see how this goes as well. Like usually, if I have fights where I think I'm not so sure how it's gonna go, I mean, I can always count on Bane to be the, most often, more often than not, count on Bane to be the last guy standing. And even if it's Bane against 4 people, he's taking them out. Katana didn't make the list, and she didn't even make honorable mention, or Zatanna, not Katana. Zatanna didn't make the list, and she didn't make honorable mentions, but she's a good character. They've been given a bunch of her frags ahead of the dark side event, or he's coming supposedly. So I wonder if they're going to. I'm pretty sure they'll give her a rework, and hell, if you made her heal and overheal, then she's already way more useful. Oh. See, I feel like it's a waste to hit Superman when he has death immunity, so I'm just gonna do. Or you can do that. Give him some strength downs. Ooh. I didn't mean to do that, but I guess she was a goner anyway. Kind of wanted it to be Power Girl versus Bane at the end, but what you gonna do? And see, he just attacks and attacks and attacks. And just heal him some more. Seems a little too apropos that Batman was the last one standing against Bane, but whatever. And got his back broken. Anyway, so that's Bane, #1 on the must-have for beginners in DCL. And honestly, he's a must-have for anybody in the game, whether you're a beginner, whatever. If you haven't worked on Bane, if he isn't on your roster, then you're just doing it wrong.